now give the floor to the Russian Federation.
Спасибо большое, господин.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We thank the Special Representative of the Secretary General, David Scheer, for his briefing on the situation in South Sudan and on the peace process underway in the country. We have also attentively listened to all of today's briefers. We welcome the significant progress in the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement of September 12, 2018 by the South Sudanese parties. It is important that the parties have demonstrated a willingness to resolve their differences by seeking compromises, often difficult compromises. We believe that the decision by the parties of the conflict to extend the pre-transition period was fully justified. We are aware that a number of objective factors prevented them from completing that period by May 12th. It is important that regional actors maintain unity in their approaches. This was evidenced by the IGAD session that approved the agreement of the parties. We see this as a practical implementation of the African Solutions for African Problems principle. Moreover, potential remains for effective cooperation between the United Nations, its Security Council, and regional organizations. We believe that this will serve to help the national reconciliation process, and we hope that IGAD member states will continue supporting the South Sudanese peace process despite facing other pressing issues. We note the establishment and first steps in the operationalization of the structures and mechanisms envisioned by the agreement. We're satisfied to see a decrease in the level of armed violence in the country, as well as a decrease in the number of human rights violations. An increasing number of refugees and IDPs are expressing the desire to return to their permanent homes. In our view, all of this is linked to the implementation of confidence-building measures and contacts between the opposing parties on the ground. We join the Secretary General's call to the South Sudanese parties to focus on issues of security, as well as to complete the constitutional amendment process. In our view, only full and comprehensive compliance by the parties with the commitments they have undertaken will allow to increase mutual trust and prevent them from repeating the mistakes of the past. We call on the parties to the conflict to make every effort to implement the outstanding provisions of the revitalized agreement. This is in their own interest as well as in the interest of the ordinary citizens of the Republic. South Sudan deserves to live in peace. Mr. President, we believe that the positive momentum that has been noted in the South Sudanese peace process cannot be attributed solely to increasing sanctions pressures on the country and introducing an arms embargo. Rather, this is first and foremost due to the contribution of regional mediators. Moreover, the embargo at a certain stage prevented the region from more flexibly supporting the settlement process through their own security initiatives. Thank you.
أشكر ممثل الاتحاد الروسي على بيانه وأعطي
I thank the representative of the Russian Federation